Hello again, YouTube! I am Dr. Kendo, and I'm here with the new Sonic the Hedgehog series game called Sonic Boom! This is, of course, Sonic like you've never seen him before, and friends, I should say, so Sonic and friends. And the reason that I say like you've never seen them before is actually more literally, and I guess you could say figuratively as well. I mean, they're in a new game and everything, in a new playstyle and whatnot, but even just their physical appearance has changed. So when I say never seen them before, you know, you're gonna notice that Sonic and Knuckles and Amy and Tails, the core crew right there, they all look crazy different, but even Eggman looks different. And it looks like we're already in bad times and dire straits. No, Sonic! Sonic has fallen down this deep pit, and rocks are now covering him. Interesting that we should start on this screen, or this scene, I should say, right away. Yesterday, there we go, there's some kind of flashback. That's why I was like, oh, how are we gonna get Sonic out of this predicament? Are we not gonna even start off with Sonic? Are we gonna play with somebody else first? But yes, you can even notice that, as I said, Eggman is also different. I love the older designs of Eggman, and I just love Eggman as a character, so I feel like they really screwed with him a lot. But, of course, he still has his goofy, trying to be a villain too hardness, that behavior of his. But looks like he's still unleashing chaos, as, you know, he's obviously shooting the path that they need to go on, this beaten path, literally. And they made Knuckles a moron, it looks like, unfortunately. I really actually do like Knuckles' new appearance. I know that there was a lot of controversy when Sega first revealed that you're supposed to press B to... Yeah, they could have made that a lot more, I guess, visible. You're supposed to press B to jump at that part. I actually didn't even realize I was playing. I was too caught up in talking about it. No, that was epic, jumping over the missiles. And I can tell you one thing is that this game, they just throw you right in. It doesn't look like there's, you know, I was just mentioning it's kind of, they made me jump right away and I didn't even know what I was supposed to be doing. So it looks like this is going to be kind of a throw you right into the action. I mean, I guess you could say the same for Lost World and some of the other ones. Fortunately, I had played a demo of Lost World beforehand, so I kind of knew what to do in that one, but this I have no idea. I've never played a demo of this or anything. I did play the 3DS version, and I have to say it was not, it was pretty lackluster, to tell you the truth. And I've heard, you know, most people are saying that this one is also pretty lackluster. So I can tell you that the dialogue is incredibly cheesy, and I think we kind of expected that. I mean, Sonic dialogue hasn't always been the greatest, but, you know, people have quoted Shadow and whatnot from Sonic Adventures, and Silver, of course, from Sonic 06, and all of that goodness. Looks like we're still doing this running sequence. I was like, oh, are we finally changing it up here? But nope. We're getting interrupted by cutscenes majorly. One thing that you know if you watch any of my videos that have cutscenes in them is I talk over them. So if you are looking to see all these cutscenes, there's probably a million different YouTubers out there who have uploaded all of the cutscenes just by themselves. So if you want to see them with the audio and not have somebody talking over them, well, you could probably find that elsewhere. But, oh boy. How are we gonna do this? Oh god, that's great. So Sonic and Tails have now separated from Knuckles and Amy. I'm sure that Knuckles is having a grand old time talking to Amy, although I've heard that she is not so Amy-ish in this game, and she's quite different, so... looks like now we're gonna have to face Eggman's goons here. Toodles. Oh, Eggman. At least he's still, you know, hilarious, but... I don't know about that, you know, Knuckles not knowing which direction left was. That was kind of ridiculous. Knuckles has never been a moron, you know what I mean? But they did want to, I think, one thing, and by the way, we're in the combat sequence, and you just basically press Y for the kind of quick attacks that can combo link up, and then X is my spin dashing attack and stuff. So Y is when you see me doing these kicks and whatnot. And that, you know, if you press Y in the air after you've jumped, which is B, then he'll do the bouncy basketball Sonic attack. But there we go, connecting the hits. That was awesome. So you can connect, you know, maybe do like YYX or YYYYX, something like that, you know. So, yes, quite peaceful, whatever. I have never been a fan of Sonic's new voice actor. Everybody should probably know that by this point. That would be Roger Craig Smith, who is also Wonder Blue on Wonderful 101, and he's had a depth of work and whatnot before that, of course. the reason that I'm just not much of a fan of it is it kind of has that nasal quality, and I don't mean nasal like Sonic has always had kind of a nasal hero type voice and whatnot, but it's like really, it's like stifling, you know? So you can go overboard in my opinion, but hey, it's just my opinion. Again, I know that there's going to be somebody who differs with me on that one. Yeah, we better head over there to this thing we don't know anything about, this big ring in the sky. These controls are awful, I'm telling you. You can see that the camera is like really moving around with me. Here, I'll show you some of the attacks up close actually while we're here. So yeah, that spin right there was the X attack again. And the kicks were the Y. I'm just trying to get all the rings. The camera is like so bad that I can't even follow the path of the rings. It looks like I can still collect rings even though my counter limits me at 100, so... And I can't change characters to Tails just yet. I was just trying to do that right now. Alright, so... And I do one thing that I like about this, and maybe other people don't. Oh, what is that crown up there? Well, we got it. And we rock! Yes, we do, Sonic. So let's see, let's figure out how we can get across this. Oh, well, I actually just barely did it. But... Anyway, I was gonna say, you know, just the controls of this are quite sticky, so whenever you're trying to go in, like, one direction, it really overcompensates, you know, the camera doesn't quite do what I figured it should. And people have been clamoring for a Sonic Adventure 3, I know, and I myself would really like that as well. I'm an old-school Sonic player. I mean, I'm 28 years old, so I've been playing Sonic since, of course, in the 90s when he first debuted and whatnot, and the Genesis games, and... Honestly, you know, the old Sonic formula was great, but I actually really liked Sonic Adventure. You know, I thought that they hit the nail on the head, mostly with Sonic Adventure 2 even. I thought that Adventure 1 kind of had this sticky camera, almost like we're experiencing right now. And, you know, you can't really spin dash with Sonic like he used to. You know, he just stands up right away, so you saw me just a second ago probably use the spin dash right there, but... Oh, I bet these pillars will be useful. There's a whole bunch of rings. I have no idea if I need to be collecting all of these, but I'm gonna try. Oh, that was a close one. I'm glad that he can actually hang on to the ledges, you know, for when I don't get all the way over there. So, good thing Sonic has a double jump, I'll say. That's proving to be a little bit useful right here.
Sonic, these pillars should come in handy.
I know, everybody's talking about it right now. How do I open this? Okay, there, you have to attack it. And it looks like I'm getting pieces, like robot pieces and whatnot. It looks like the pieces of the robots that we were actually fighting before, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. They are not, oh, the camera, they're not doing a great job explaining everything, but at least there is a little bit of a display off. You have to kind of be looking to your right and notice it. You know, it really blended in that one time, you know, I was supposed to jump when I didn't know I was supposed to. And we collected another crown. It'll be interesting to see what those are used for. Cutscene! Yes, we're back with Knuckles and Amy. And again, I was saying, you know, Knuckles, I actually really like his new design. You know, some people, it was quite a controversy. I like all of their new designs, to be honest. Tails, I think, seems the most unchanged, but whatever. We've got a door right here with Sonic carvings and Tails. Sonic and Tails carvings. Huh. So Amy actually, yeah, I mean, I agree that Amy does seem a lot less old school Amy-ish, you know, she's, for one, her voice isn't so annoying and whiny and everything like that. It actually, her voice is just sort of a normal female voice, but she, you know, kind of has the voice of reason, it looks like in this, whereas maybe in the past she wasn't always reasonable, you know, she just chased Sonic with... Oh, Knuckles. Man, the dialogue is, again, not the best, but... I do like that they tried to make this, you know, they gave it a TV show and everything. They're trying to franchise it out, you know, reinvent Sonic right here. And I don't think that they want to get rid of the old Sonic, so I know that there's people who are probably wondering about that. When will we see the old Sonic? Is this the new one forever? I don't think so, but... Anyway, probably after this sequence here where we have Knuckles' combat, which is a lot better, I do like it. It's slightly sticky though, you know, I'm sitting here punching and you have to really be on target, you know, you can miss easy. And they do have a charge up punch shot, which doesn't even go very far, so you sit there charging it up and it hardly goes far at all. But, you know, Knuckles, as you'd expect, he's got a little bit better combat, I would say, than Sonic. But yeah, I mean... I got this actually at GameStop, and I did not pre-order it. You know, say what you will about GameStop. Sometimes I have a problem with them, but it was actually quite a smooth transaction, I would say, whereas normally they ask you to pre-order everything or renew your power-up reward subscription and stuff like that. But shout out to my girl Stacy, who is working at GameStop. No, I don't know her. I just met her today, but she actually gave me one of the pre-order Sonic toys. So whenever you pre-order this game from GameStop, I guess you get one of the Sonic Boom figures. It's a toy, and so it's a little Sonic that has movable arms and legs, it looks like, I think. And he's got these secret crystals and whatnot. So thanks for doing that, Stacy, over at GameStop here in Texas. I appreciate it. She said, you know, I don't want to have a whole inventory of these in our store, and nobody pre-ordered this game, so very unfortunate for Sega. It looks like, you know, Sega putting their name on this, although you can really credit Big Red Button and, of course, Sanzaru Games for the 3DS version, but Big Red Button, I think, had a lot to do with this version right here that we're playing, Rise of Lyric. And again, after this cutscene, it's actually longer than I expected. We're gonna go ahead and cut off for this episode. I don't know if you guys are gonna want to see more, but I definitely do like to introduce my audience to new games that are coming out and whatnot, so hopefully, you know, this was insightful to you. Not gonna really surely say that I recommend this, although I do feel bad. Oh, poor Metal Sonic. That's cold. But, you know, again, I do feel bad that they seem to have kind of missed. You know, it's hit or miss. Well, this was a miss, unfortunately. I can just tell you from playing 12 minutes of the game already, and that's all I've played so far. So I'm not gonna say, you know, maybe Amy is gonna save the... Oh, their shadow. I'm not gonna say maybe Amy will save this game for me, or Tails or something. I haven't played as them yet, but I have played as Knuckles and Sonic now, as you've seen just now. And we're gonna go off into a new level. It looks like we've seen some clips of this and everything, I think, from the... Oh, there's a statue of Lyric, but we've seen clips of this from, you know, E3 footage and trailers that have come out since, and various gameplay videos and whatnot, so this looks like to be that level, at least, that they showed off in a lot of their preview clips. We may be able to play as each one of the characters at this point. So everybody is now divvying up their responsibilities, it looks like, and that's probably where we will play as each one of them. And so yes, as I said, for me this is a miss, but you know, maybe worth it if you can somehow play a Friends for free or something. I don't know if I could justify paying the like $50 it costs to buy this game. But I appreciate your attention in the matter, and of course, let me know if you want to see more. I don't know. But hey, thanks for viewing.